people, welcome back to Let's Talk Premier League, and fuck me, what a match. There was goals from Lamella. Lamella doing the most disgusting goal in the world. About that. Then you've got the goal from Odegaard. Then there's a penalty. And then Lamella starts absolutely hacking everyone down in front of him and gets sent off. Then Harry Kane hits the post. Then another person hits the post. And then, just vibes that game was. I'm joined by two Tottenham fans here. We've got Saul's and Luke. How are we all doing, lads?
We ain't no scums, man. We ain't no scumbags. Yeah, we are the fucking Gooners. Yeah, get that one in there. I told every Arsenal fan, mate, don't doubt our win today. Don't ever doubt we're not going to beat them. Yeah, because Arsenal and North London will always be red, people. Yeah, we beat them. They were saying, we're shit. We're sat in 10th. You can't beat us, fam. You're still in our shadows. We're shit. We win trophies. You're good. You're second. Yeah, stay in your lane. Shite fucking Hart Lane. Stay there, blood. Your stadium looks like a toilet. Your club is shite. Stay in your fucking lane. Because North London will and forever be red.
Big words from Saul's. Luke, are you as energetic as that?
You can't sum up any better than that. We are the pride of London. We are the fucking kings of that city.
I don't know. That's probably Chelsea, but
fuck Chelsea. They couldn't even beat us. Fucking hell. Listen, we've got what? We've got a win at home against all three of them. We're the fucking kings of this city. And what a fucking win it was today. Because I had a lot of Spurs fans saying, oh, you're losing, whatever. Even rival fans said you're losing the game. I said it. I'm so glad they proved me wrong because fuck me, what a feeling.
Fair shout. Everyone watching, please like that video. Subscribe to the channel with notifications on. Big stuff coming soon. We've got a new Discord server, which is in the description. So make sure you go join that. We've got individual chat rooms for all some teams. Haven't figured it all out yet. I'm working around it, but make sure you go do that. There's going to be a private chat in for the regulars as well, where we just post the link and people just come on and all of that. But make sure you do all of that. Share the link on all your socials. Get as many people in here as possible. And check out the Discord in the server. Make sure you're going to be a part of that. A couple of comments here. And Matt saying, Arsenal currently chanting, we're coming for you. We're coming for you. Jurgen Klopp, we're coming for you. Gaiman saying, why did Rashford start, man? Yeah, Rashford starting. Diallo's not even on the bench, so I'm guessing he's got an injury now. But we'll discuss that after the United game. There will be match reaction here. Matt will be there, as will Gaiman, hopefully. Matt saying, yeah, you tell them, Sauls, you've moved from 10th to 10th.
All I need to say is this. 1-0. 1-0.
Look. You
one minute.
Fucking shit you won. Yeah, talk all the shit you want because you couldn't beat us. 0-0. Where's Bruno Fernandes? Yeah, couldn't do shit against us, fam. Stay in your lane, fam. Bruno, you're shit, fam. Couldn't turn up against any top 16.
Okay, one question. Would you rather lose to United, finish top 4, or beat United and finish 10th?
But we know where we are. We're in a process. We're rebuilding. They've also finished out of the top 4.
I don't want to hear anymore.
In the last 8 years, we've finished above them more times than they finished above us. One time, fuck off. Those men have been shit as well.
Gaiman saying Arsenal are bigger than Chelsea as of right now. I mean,
always have been.
I'm not so sure I'd say that. And Matt saying my lane is in the top 4.
Your lane's conceding 6 at home to Tottenham. That's what your lane is.
Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. Champions League team, you got knocked out. Fam, you're not in the Champions League. You had to drop out to win silverware. That's how shit you man are. Stay in your fucking Champions League football like you're going to go win it. Yeah.
Right. Stop attacking United. I mean, right now they are technically...
I don't care. They have to drop out.
But no. Right. Stop talking about United because that's not what... We're not here to discuss that. Right. We're here to discuss the North London derby. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is Aubameyang. Now we do need to touch on Aubameyang, club captain, was dropped and no one really knew why, and then it came out that it was for disciplinary reasons. How bad is it that your captain is having to get dropped for disciplinary reasons?
Simple as he's not my captain. Not my captain. I don't. Kieran Tierney today was Kieran Tierney captain?
No, Lacazette.
I didn't even see Lacazette have the armband on.
Yeah, it was weird. He didn't even put it on properly.
Oh, I was going to say, well, still, Lacazette, that he's not my captain either. Kieran Tierney is our captain, and I will say that forever, because fucking hell, if you're a captain and you're showing up to the team meetings late, you're no club captain. What sort of role model does that? It's fucking embarrassing, and I think, it's good. That's good disciplinary action from Arteta, dropping him. If he's late and he's your captain, you've got to fucking show some authority and, do these types of things. And it's a big statement, benching your best player. I know he hasn't been this season, but your best player in a fucking North London derby. But listen, it's worked. So
yeah, 100%. Saul's thoughts on the whole Aubameyang thing. I know you've got strong opinions, and your favourite phrase is it is what it is. But maybe that's what Arteta said to him. Maybe Arteta turned around and went, "It is what it is. Now sit on the bench, you dick."
I've said it, man. Like I turned on him on the Burnley game, because from then I've just seen a different mentality from him. Before that, you kind of give him, because of what he's done for us in the past, you kind of give him a bit of leeway. You say to him, you know what, okay, you've done a lot for us in the past, so your bad form, okay, we can tolerate it. But I've said there's a mentality change in the guy now. He doesn't want to play football anymore. He's got his contract, and I am starting to now, turn on him, because he's giving me nothing back. Today is just another thing to add to that list. How much can I back this guy before I have to sit there and say, you're not wanting to play football anymore?
Yeah.
You're in it for the money. You're in it for the fame. And I'm saying this, and I don't want. I hope to God he proves me wrong. But this is Özil 2.0.
Yeah.
It screams of Ozil 2.0, to be brutally honest.
And can I just say, Olympiacos, where the fuck was he? He tried harder to get himself out of the game than actually insert himself. I'm glad he got dropped, because I said, even before his lateness, I said he needed to be dropped, because I don't think he wants to play football.
Yeah, no, it's a valid point. Where does this leave Aubameyang now? Does this leave Aubameyang searching for a new club in the summer, or do you think that? Well, in fact, do you think there's even anyone who'd buy Aubameyang, because you gave him a new contract, or are you now stuck with a person who doesn't want to be playing for your club anymore?
Now, the thing is, look, it's all on him. It's all on Aubameyang. If he look, the only thing that I think it is, it's a mentality thing for him.
Yeah.
I don't think his ability is gone. I just don't think he wants to play football. And that's the hard reality, because I've backed him all season and I've said to him, look, give him time. But when you start to see a mentality difference, when you start to see laziness, lethargicness, and not willing to put the effort in. Like, look at Lacazette today. We look like a different team, not because we played a different lineup, but because of his energy that he brings to the team. Look, we already know the rumors. He's pretty much a step out of the door. And he's playing as if he wants to be here. Aubameyang is here. He's our club captain, playing like he doesn't want to be here. I can't back that. I've always said you can be poor, but I can't let you not be hardworking. You've got to show you're trying, and I don't see that from him.
Yeah, that's a shout. We'll start to get into a bit of into the game in a second. Just some comments first. So we've got Gaming saying at least we've won it 3 times. One of the seasons you finished above us, we won the Europa and got Champions League by winning the Europa League. Gaming saying Aubameyang has been disgraceful since he signed that contract. Since he signed that contract, he doesn't care anymore.
Harsh reality, but it is true.
And then DJ with a bit of a weird question. Greetings, guys. I have a question for Guna Souls, if I may. First off, let me just say I really like your hat. So, Souls, what respond to that one then?
I don't even fucking know what to say to that. I don't think anything about what do I say?
I thought you had a little chance. Was the choice of socks you chose today a difficult one to make?
No.
Oh, keep the questions coming in. Keep the questions coming in. That was
It
quality.
just threw me off. I don't know what to say.
I thought it was something. I thought it was something crude to begin with.
What is happening?
What is? No, can we just get back to North London Derby? I don't want.
Back to the North London Derby. We'll start with Arsenal dominating. So he dominated in the first half. Really, really dominated. But then it was Spurs that hit first. I mean, at that point, were you like, for fuck's sake, really?
Oh my god. The thing is, it's just so difficult for us to go 1-0 down despite shitting on a team. Because fucking hell, would they have one shot up until what, like the 70th minute? And they scored it. Fair enough, it was a good finish, but still, fucking hell, you can't dominate a team like that and then have to pull yourself back into a game, because that's just tragic. And I mean, I know he scored the penalty, but Lacazette was so poor today in terms of his finishing. He could not hit a barn door with any of those shots. I mean, the one where Smith Rowe pulls it back, the first one, he has to be at least getting it on target. And I mean, and then there was one where I don't know if he missed it or he let it go for his legs for Cedric, but that was just baffling to me. And then even the penalty, he won it because he scuffed the ball, and then Sanchez absolutely just fucking fell into him.
No sense. Like, that made no sense in terms of just Sanchez's sort of defensive ability, his footballing IQ. You can just see Lacazette scuffed it. Yeah, you're going to do what? Yeah. Like, Mourinho's going to be going in there, smacking him around like an abused wife. Like, it's going to be horrific. Like, he's going to have black eyes and a lot. But Sauls, what were your thoughts? Obviously, dominating for the first 35 minutes. But it was Arsenal, it was Spurs that broke the deadlock. I mean, frustrating probably doesn't even describe how you were feeling.
Never doubted it. I tweeted out straight away, keep your head going because we're in this game. This is our game to win or lose. And that is the truth of the matter. From minute 1 to minute 90, we were the team that were going to win this or lose this. So at the end of the day, look, the boys did what they needed to do. Penalty or not, there's so many. Look, I've bullied, United for doing this, but you know what? Who cares? You fucking win, you win. Yeah. Odegaard, fucking different gravy. And one thing I do want to give plaudits to, because this guy does not get the plaudits, and he probably won't get the plaudits today, Xhaka. He was quality today. Everything, sweeping up everything. I think he had a better second half than Partey, in my opinion. I think the first half, they were on par with each other in a different manner. But Partey was doing different things right, and Xhaka was doing different things right. But then that second half, mate, Xhaka just took over. Like, he was sweeping, he was defensively solid. And if Xhaka plays like that, that's the player we want to see. Because he did not put a foot wrong today. You couldn't put any blame on him for anything today. It was a moment of brilliance from Spurs to go 1-0 up. It was a magnificent goal, arguably going to be there for goal of the season. Unfortunately, again, Heung-min Son's goal at Shite Lane, and then now we've got Lamella's goal. It seems like we're gifting these goal of the fucking seasons to people now. But at the end of the day, look, you can do that. You can have a brilliant goal, but the winners always prevail. Arsenal done it.
All I will say is AFTV were laughing their heads off when Son got injured.
Yeah, that was disgraceful.
I don't personally ever celebrate someone getting injured. I think that's rude. So I sort of did think it is a little bit of karma for them being a bunch of dickheads. So I'll just leave that there, because laughing it's just not needed, really. Before we get into more
Oh
of the game,
yeah. I don't condone that one bit. I don't think you should be laughing at anyone getting injured. It doesn't matter whether it's one of your most hated players. Like, yeah, I laughed at the sending off because obviously I'm fucking gonna laugh at that.
well, yeah, but ascending off isn't an injury. That's completely different, isn't it? But to laugh at someone getting injured is just, it's not a nice thought. It's
I didn't watch anything, so I don't know what's happened. But
no, they were just laughing, giving it the big I am. You know what AFTV are like, a bunch of pricks. Sauls, what are your thoughts on next season? Do you think you'll finish higher next season, or do you think it will be the same as the past 2 seasons?
do you know, this question is going to be very difficult to answer in the present time because it's all about the ambition of the board. If the board want to back the team, I'm not even saying it's Arteta that they need to back. They just need to back this team and bring quality players in. If they do that, and because look, what this game has shown me, it's shown me a lot of cracks that we've seen, but it's highlighted them even further. We need someone who can finish, number one. So whoever that may be, whoever they identify that can score goals, like and a bag full of goals, we can identify the fact that we do need a better right back. I think Cedric was good, but I think because of his lack of pace, he got caught out in a few areas, and there were a few moments where we're like, "Oh, okay, we could do with an upgrade there." I'm not saying it's an immediate one, but we do need a right back, and it goes to show if Xhaka. The thing with Xhaka is he's not consistent enough. We've seen this kind of player before, but it's just not enough. So we need to get a replacement for him, someone that's going to be a bit more consistent, a bit more mobile, and that's the thing. We learned a lot today about the team, and I think Arsenal already knew because they've been identifying players in those positions pretty much all season long. From January window till this point, we've been targeting strikers. We're looking at Basuma being a possibility, bringing in. I know United are linked to him as well. Look, he'll go. I don't know where he'll go, but I'm just saying these are players that we're linked to. I'm not saying they're players we're definitely getting. So it's good signs. And then we've got Tariq Lamptey, who's been very highly linked to Arsenal. So I feel like if they can do what they're linked to and get the players that they're saying they'll get, then yeah, very much so. We can be looking to push that. Otherwise, yeah, you have to then put the blame on Arteta. The reason why I've always said I'm not the manager out is simply because I don't think any manager's been backed enough. But saying that, I don't want to be too negative today because we just won a North London derby, people.
100%. You stopped Spurs from doing the double O view, which would have been humiliating. Luke, thoughts on this? Do you think you can finish high next season, or do you think it'll be more of the same?
Oh, there's no way it'll be the same. I mean, like, for fuck's sake, the times are changing so much at Arsenal. I mean, you know,
you're right. It seems your trajectory's going down.
No, but you know what? Football's more than that, though. But I'll let Luke finish.
I know.
Because we seem to be, you know, we're getting better. Like, I know some of the results don't show it, but like slowly but surely, you know, things are coming right at Arsenal. And I mean, you look at today, fucking hell, like the way we moved the ball, the way we pressed, you know, everything was really good. And I think, you know, as Saul said, Granit Xhaka was as good as he was today. I think he's someone we have to move on, or not move on, maybe, but he can't be someone that's a fixture in the starting 11. Bellerin's not good enough. As Cedric was all right today, but again, he's not someone I want starting week in, week out. And yeah, we need that clinical finisher up front. But I mean, listen, even if we get 2 of those players, even if we get a right back and a striker, and that's it, you know, it's not an awful window, and I think it will improve us drastically anyway next season because, you know, if we don't get that centre midfielder, Xhaka, you know, he could still do a job with Partey, and that showed today because they were both fucking excellent today. And I know Partey had a poorer last 10 minutes, but he was still brilliant today. The way he passes the ball is just exceptional, and I think him and Xhaka work really well together. Yeah. And I think the reason is 100%. You could tell that because when Ceballos came on last Thursday against Olympiacos, our midfield just completely changed and the tempo changed. And I think
was Ceballos on the bench today?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
He must have been.
It was interesting that Arteta's go-to man was El Neni. It was interesting. If you look at the recent performances, El Neni has been a little bit better than Ceballos. I just thought that was. I thought
No,
he was just a little bit.
With El Neni provides good energy off the bench, and he's that
Yeah.
defensive midfielder that you want because
Yeah.
against Man United when we beat him 1-0 at Old Trafford, El Neni was still pressing as high as possible up in like the 90th minute and stuff. And, he's the type of player you want to bring on when you're holding a lead, especially in a game like this when like the opposition are coming at you. I mean, I think El Neni he does his job well enough, and I think Ceballos is not a player we should even think about bringing back in the summer.
Yeah, 100%. A couple of comments here. Arsenal dominated us and needed a pen to win at Old Trafford. I mean, fair shout. DJ has put in another comment. I'm not putting it on the screen, but it says also a question for Luke.
He's a strange human being, isn't it?
Also, a question for Luke. Being an American, there's nothing I like more than
just move
hot
on
dogs and
just
rodeo.
move
Yeah, until I saw your hair, can I just say you look lovely? My question is, what are your thoughts on the recent findings of the Hawking radiation theories?
Just move on.
He's a bit shy about that one. I got one asking about how I keep my my beard trimmed. Very lovely questions.
I got a feeling that's someone in our group chat. I just need to.
I have a feeling about that as well. Because Jeannie's already put it in the group chat. Gaming saying Luke and now followed me on Luke Sauls followed me on Twitter. So did now 3 Dub Merchants. 2 Champions League for Jose, 0 for Arsenal. Jose's only lost to Arsenal twice. Today is one of them. Oh God, right. They're sending weird questions in again. I'm gonna flip over them. With us Spurs today, Titan, Titan, how we all doing? Where is this guy? Twitch. Yeah, he's on Twitch, bro. Someone asking about my interview skills. I don't do this professionally, although I am better than Piers Morgan because I wouldn't attack someone because they aired me. But back to the game. So we've discussed the domination and all of that. What's next?
How shit Spurs are?
No, we're working in order. Odegaard, right? The Odegaard goal. How important was it to get that goal before the start, before half time?
Fucking hell! What a perfect time to get a goal right before half time in a North London derby. If we didn't get that goal, I would have been so upset because the way we were playing in that first half, we like Spurs couldn't handle us. We spent most of the half in their half, and I think. We spent a lot of it as well on the left wing. Kieran Tierney was having a lot of fun against Matt Doherty, who is an Arsenal fan, so it makes sense why he was so shit today. And I think, it was really key that we got the goal because it changed the game completely. Because in the second half, it made sure we went into the half time with our at least heads held a little bit higher than what they would have been. And I think, 100%. Martin Odegaard again 2-2 now, and I think he was very good today. Today's performance showed that him and Smith Rowe can coexist in the same team because they were both really good today.
100%. Sauls, before we go, Stephen, on this one, Sauls, what were your thoughts on the Odegaard goal? It was so important to go in at halftime level, wasn't it?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it changes everything. It gives you a whole breed of confidence that, look, we can do this. It changes like a lot of things in a positive light because conceding at halftime, not only does that kind of dampen the team who concede, but it also...
I need to stop you for this question.
Yeah.
Final question, guys. I need an answer to this one. If Arsene Wenger had a child with Darth Vader, would they call it Arsene Vader? That is quality.
Yeah, I seen that in the corner of my eyes, and I had just stopped talking because it's like, what the fuck is going on?
You knew I had to put that up.
Yeah.
But carry on, Sauls. What were you saying?
Yeah, I mean, it changes everything. Like team talks, the confidence for the team that concede at halftime does drop a little bit because Spurs are like, oh, for fuck's sakes, right? They've been on us all game. We haven't let them score, and now they've gone and scored. You know,
Yeah.
it gives the team, like, for example, with us, we dominated them pretty much, you know, all game. The only time I was a bit nervy was the last sort of 10 minutes coming to the end of the game. You know, Kane started to insert himself in that game, and you know, it did put me on edge a bit, but getting that goal when we did absolutely changed the tie, in my opinion. It gave us confidence.
Oh God, I don't know what questions I'll get.
So yeah, I mean, it was a brilliant timing.
100%. Stephen, what? Oh, yeah, go on.
I just wanted to say about Saka being brought off. Apparently, it was because of his hamstring. He was feeling his hamstring a little bit, so that's why.
I thought it was for disciplinary reasons. He didn't look like he was performing very well. But Stephen, how important was it to sort of go into halftime 1-1 at least?
Well, given the fact we'd conceded and we had dominated pretty much all game.
Yeah.
It was definitely important. And yeah, the fact that Tottenham throughout that half they had one attempt.
That's Jose ball. Why are you surprised?
Yeah,
it's Jose.
Yeah, that's why I was very happy with the fact that we went in the half time 1-1, obviously, but obviously the reservation with that was, can we then take that on and progress like after half time? Because there's been times where we haven't, and luckily we did, right? People could say we relied on a pen, right? You can get stuff because we deserve what we deserve out of that game, right? We deserved the 3 points out of that game. Tottenham deserved nothing out of that game. Absolutely jack. Like, Kane was anonymous. Right? I mean, their most effective player throughout that pretty much whole game that I keep seeing was Lamela, right? And that's only because he kept getting in trouble. Unfortunately, his little incident they tried in Old Trafford didn't pay off this time. So, but after that sending off, for me, we did go into a little shell a bit and let them sort of dominate the ball, and we could have any one of those free kicks could have gone in, and we would have been kicking ourselves over that. Because I think with 10 men we should be taking control of that and let them chase the ball. But hey, I don't care. We speak Spurs. We could not lose home and away to Spurs. It's for me. It's a sackable offence. I can't stand for it. I can't stand for it.
And we all know that you'll find anything to try and sack Arteta with losing 2 North London derbies. That would be job done. But everyone watching, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, check out our new Discord server in the description as well. We've got a general page, we've got an Arsenal page, United page, a Liverpool page. We will have more, but roughly we're looking at our fan base. Well, the people who watch us and the teams they support, they're the 3 teams that come up the most. Obviously, we are trying to add more shows in. But firstly, Man City need more fans, and B, I need to work harder to get some Chelsea fans on. Well, City need more fans that can do YouTube or something like that, if that makes sense, because there's barely many around. But make sure you have subscribed to our YouTube channel as well.
Sorry, I will say your Discord show. Check Epic Nina. Epic Nina. He's a Man City fan, and he sorted out my Discord server. So
it's okay. I don't think we'll have too many people in there to start with, so I can work that out and.
Yeah, you basically put it in order, so like they know when you're live and stuff like that. So
yeah, I mean, I can do all that. I don't do much at home anyway. But yeah, we've got obviously that out. We're gonna have our own Twitter page coming out, which is gonna be Let's Talk Premier League's Twitter page. Plenty of stuff coming out. It's going very well. We're all very excited. obviously Sauls is basically furniture, so big up to Sauls. At this rate, I'm gonna have to start paying him, even though I don't get paid. It's okay. We'll just pay him with love from the comments.
Yeah.
Matt saying Arsenal relying on pens. What a surprise!
That's rich coming from a United fan.
Look.
Find a bin and get in it.
See what? I don't care. I don't care.
Gaming saying get Charlie on for City. In my opinion, he was on the match preview for City when they played United. But I need more than just one fan. If you think when we're doing the Liverpool show, the United show, the Gooners show, there's at least 2 extra people in here with me. Else it'll become a little bit boring quite quickly with just 2 people. One of them not even a fan of that club. Chris saying, what's your thoughts on AFTV laughing and celebrating about Son going off injured? We've already discussed that, mate. Everyone is appalled and disgusted with it. And AFTV proving that they are literally trash again. They're slowly becoming worse than the fucking Sun. And I never thought I'd utter them words in my life. It's a shame because people on YouTube and creators like that need to have, in my opinion, self-respect minimum. Shame that none of them actually have any self-respect.
Do you know what it is, right? It's disappointing to people who've tried to back them and say, look, they're trying to get a brilliant platform, for fans and all that. But I think they've gone too big for themselves at times, and I feel like I've not seen it, so I can't comment too much on the situation because I'm watching the Northern Derby. I'm not watching them. But if that is what they've done, obviously, if that's what they've done, it's a disgrace, absolute disgrace. Because look, if the roles were reversed, and let's say Saka got injured, for example, like properly injured, would you be happy if like Spurs fans were laughing at Saka? Of course not. No. So come on, keep your standards fucking high.
Keep the same energy. It is keep the same energy, and don't be a dick. Right? That's basically that's my advice. What I do want to talk about next is the penalty. I mean, as clear as day penalty. No one can really argue with that. But how damn stupid does one player have to be to actually even commit that penalty?
Well, I mean, do you know what? Lacazette looks like a fucking genius because he scuffed that, and the reason he's got the penalty is because he scuffed it. If he actually shoots, if he connects with the ball, then like a proper striker, then I think Sanchez, the reason he gets so fooled by it is because he scuffs it. But if he hits it, Sanchez probably doesn't concede the foul. But, fair play to Lacazette because he wins the penalty and he slots it away. And he's very good from the spot, to be fair to him. You can always trust him from the penalty spot. And I mean, it was a massive goal for us and for him because, he'd been doubted by so many people, including me. And I think, he deserved it.
100%. Sauls?
Yeah, 100%. They can't be any clearer. Lacazette, man, fucking hell, you need to find your shooting boots. He's been like Luke's been saying, man. Look. I've said he's done everything good, but what you need him to do, which is finish his chances.
Yeah.
He was brilliant holding the ball up, getting people involved, but sometimes, right, you just need to have that clinical edge when those chances come to you. Because I was looking at it and I was like, please don't make us regret not taking those chances. Like for a striker of a Premier League standard, for a Big Six team, should we say, needs to be higher than that. You need to be taking those chances because chances don't come often in games like this. The games are on fine margins. Yes, we dominated, but the scoreline was never going to be like a 4, 5, 6, goal gap between the teams. There can be sometimes, but it was, especially in the modern day football, our teams are so evenly balanced that chances like what Lacazette got today, we had to take. And it's just fortunate that it hasn't come back to bite us and that he got the penalty and he converted it.
Yeah, 100%. Stephen?
Yeah, I think with Lacazette, obviously we expect so much better from Lacazette, but do you know what? I actually don't think it's because he scuppered the shot. I think it's just Davinson Sanchez being absolutely clumsy and being a shit defender.
Yeah, it was some poor defending. I'll say that much.
So that's for me. That's just as clear a day's penalty as you're ever going to get, and that's because Sanchez couldn't defend himself to save his life.
Yeah.
Apparently, Jose was
the
crying
fact he's
about.
even still moaning after the game is just embarrassing.
Yeah, Jose was crying about the refs after the game, which is baffling because I thought the ref had a good game. To be honest, I thought, he was fair. He got most decisions spot on. I mean, I think
you know what? One thing I am going to say, right, Mourinho, you want to complain about the rest? Why not go tell your big man Kane, right, not to bully players? What did he do to Gabriel? You're not going to complain about that? Hypocrite.
Yeah,
the man is a hypocrite. The guy's a dinosaur. He knows he's lost it. He's shit, fam. Trophy Mourinho. Fuck off.
This is all just deflecting tactics that Jose's used.
Yeah, also Lamella as well. The only way he's effective is by getting people sent off.
I mean, you can hardly say that when he goes and scores a wonderful goal. Not just effective at doing that. Huh?
It was getting in people's faces and trying to cause a punch up. Have
you never heard of it?
Two players, right? He flicked. So whilst he was walking past him, he flicked him with a boot. He done it to David Luiz. He done it to Xhaka.
Yeah. I'm not condoning that, but to say that his only ability is to get people sent off is just disrespectful.
No, he played well. I think it was threatening. Like there was the header. Obviously the goal. I do think he was pretty okay when he came on, but he deserved to get sent off, the filthy bastard.
Right.
But to be fair, he should have finished the first yellow card he got. Right, that should have been a red because the first happened before that should have been yellow.
Yeah, 100%. I want to talk quickly about the red card before we end it there. Does anyone think it was a bit of a soft red?
No.
I mean,
no.
For me, Kieran does make a lot out of it.
Well, look at no. You've done a lot more before that.
I get that.
I'll give a better one, right? He made a lot about Martial, and that was a lot of the hit that he did to Tierney than he did to Martial, right? But he got Martial sent off.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is but I'm consistent. I don't think that's a red card either.
For me, he deserved to get a red card.
No. I'm not saying that he doesn't, but I'm saying that specific incident.
Doesn't matter. He deserved a red card. He got it then.
Let me finish the question. Do you think it was because of that incident, or do you think it's a build-up of incidents?
Build-up. Because he made so many fouls. He was so dirty, and that one, like, he's literally looked at Tierney out the corner of his eyes. And gone in with the arm. It's blatant. I think it's a blatant yellow.
With the hand one, isn't it?
Pardon?
It was with the hand one. He just put his hand.
He put his arm out in Tierney's face or something, or hand. I don't know, but
yeah, it was the hand. I think
no, because the referee told him so many times when the Xhaka incident happened. He called him over and said, "Look, you need to calm down." There was then he done it to David Luiz, but David Luiz didn't react, so obviously nothing was made of it. Then he was fouling players left, right, and centre. Look, there comes a point where even the referee, even the commentator was saying it as well. You get sick and tired of a player constantly just taking the piss out of the ref. You have to give a red at that point.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, Stephen, what were you saying?
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to go to do my match reaction, and that's it.
Yeah, that's cool, mate. Catch you in a bit.
But by the way, Spurs are shit. North London is red. Mourinho a dinosaur. Get lost.
Cheers, mate. Have a good one. See you in a bit, mate. I thought there was a lot of background noise. But yeah, that's what I was saying. I think it was just build up of instance. Do I think that specific tackle itself is a bookable offence? Maybe. But he definitely made a lot of tackles. But you've got Olympiacos this week, haven't you?
Thursday. Yeah.
This is the sort of thing that you're going to want to take as a springboard, obviously, to that game. Are you more confident of finishing the season on a high, or do you think that this is one good game and we'll just take it as it is?
Yeah, exactly what you said last. I think it's one very good performance that we can. I hope this is what I'm going to say. I really hope they use the confidence and go on and be consistent. The problem with us this season is the results haven't reflected the performance, but we've also not been consistent enough to win many games. Now, that's the start. That's why I'm willing to give Arteta time to bring players in. That's why I've said I don't think anymore we can keep blaming the manager. We can keep saying, "Oh, yeah, it's easier to replace a manager than 5, 6, 7 players." But what does that do? That's not a solution. It's a problem. What people know that it's funny, right? Because the Arsenal fan are saying we need 5, 6 players, but he's never going to get it. So replace the manager. What the fuck does that do? It doesn't do anything. Now look, the system we're playing. I'm going to say it now. Arteta settles exactly how I wanted him to. I said we need to be very cautious within the first sort of 15 to 20 minutes. Just try and get your foot in the game. Don't do anything rash. Don't do anything extreme. Don't push. Yeah, just keep it tidy, keep it dominated. We had about 75 to 70% possession within the first 20 minutes. We looked relaxed. We looked dominant. Of course, the goal came, but this is exactly what I wanted to see, a relaxed, dominant, controlled performance. And that's why I'm saying give Arteta time, give him the players he wants, and trust me when I tell, because now look, he's beaten every top manager. Forget about the circumstances. He has beaten every single top manager. So he can do it. He's beaten Ole, he's beaten Jurgen, he's beaten Pep, he's beaten, Frank Lampard. He's beaten, every top team that we've played, he has gotten a result against. So he does clearly know how he wants to play. It's just unfortunate sometimes the players let him down. I am going to say Arteta does make mistakes. Of course he will. Every manager does. So that's why I'm willing to give the man time, because of results like today, because I feel like he gets the system right. And today, because I said it all season, when we don't make mistakes, we win games. Today, we didn't make mistakes. There weren't not really outstandingly obvious mistakes that we made. There might have been a sloppy moment here and there, but not to the degree that we do usually make. That puts them straight through on goal. The one thing I did want to say, right, and I put this tweet out as well, stop giving away free kicks. You can see how dangerous they were, and yet you were still giving them away. Because we could have lost that because of how many stupid free kicks, unnecessarily, being on the player's back, that we gave away. Like that Kane one that hit the post. Partey didn't need to do that. He could have just stepped back, step away. And then once they turned and tried to cross it on goal, that's when he hit them. Not when he's got... Because that was a really good position for a Kane or whoever else took it. They're very dangerous. So there are things we need to improve on, the discipline side of our game. But I feel like with time, he'll get it right. He is getting it right. So that's why I'm patient and I'm just willing. I know we're 10th. That's why I said look beyond that. Look beyond everything that we've seen this season and look at how we're playing games, how we're setting them up. The movement today was fan-fucking-tastic. And I do think, you know what, I hope they take this game and they use that as motivation, because top 6 is not out of the question. Top 4, I don't think we're good enough. I don't think we're consistent enough, should I say, to get a top 4. Top 6 is still in question. We can still do it if we want to be consistent.
Yeah, 100%. Luke, final thoughts from you?
Yeah, I'm still buzzing. I think, everyone really stepped up today. But yeah, those free kicks are just so unnecessary. And I think it was more the fact, I don't think it's because Thomas Partey today was brilliant. The two things, though, he was knackered towards the end, which is why he was giving away these free kicks, because he was just tired and he couldn't be bothered to chase back. And the other one he needs to improve on is his shooting, or just stop shooting, because he can't shoot. And it really gets on my nerves because he wastes good positions. But I mean, I thought everyone was excellent today. But the one player I do want to say I wasn't really too pleased with was Bernd Leno. I thought he was really shaky. And I thought, I know he couldn't really have done anything with the goal, but his positioning for the Harry Kane header that went in and his positioning for the free kick was so poor. And I mean, I know he won the game. I don't want to be critical, but I don't know what these mistakes in these last 2 games have really thrown his head a bit, and I think he needs to, get his head back in line. I think because he's a top keeper, and I think he just needs to cut it out of his game. These these silly mistakes. But I mean, listen, I'm happy. I'm buzzing. 2-1 win against your local rivals, especially because we haven't beaten them since 2018. It means everything to me, and
Absolutely.
everyone played out their fucking skin today. And my biggest one that I'm praising, my 2 biggest people that I'm praising are Emil Smith-Rowe and Granit Xhaka, because I thought they were fucking fantastic.
Absolutely. And guys, United have kicked off. We're going to end that there because I want to watch my star boy Mason Greenwood go bag a hat-trick.
Is it West Ham they're playing?
Yeah, everyone knows how much I love Greenwood. He's a spectacular talent that will come good soon. You just got to stand by him, and that's what I do. Not coming.
And also, just before you end, because you're talking about a star boy, don't give grief to Saka. And I know recently, do you know what the problem is? He's being fouled out a bit. Because teams know if you kick him and you kind of foul him a lot, that's what led to him getting the hamstring, I think, because he was getting kicked about.
That's what happened to Greenwood. He sort of got found out a little bit, and it takes time for these youngsters, and this is why you should never be. It's why you should never be reliant on a youngster. You should never be reliant on them, because when they get found out, it takes them maybe a season or 2 to add a few more arrows to their bow. Someone like Ibrahimovic is going to have an entire bag full of arrows, and he's going to be like, I know what to do in this situation. Someone like Mason Greenwood, someone like Saka, even Hudson-Odoi to a degree, when they get found out, it takes a little bit of coaching, a little bit of individual work.
Because you know what it is? You know the players you've mentioned, they're not in a complete system at the minute. I think United are a few signings away from getting that system they want to play. Chelsea are still figuring themselves out. Arsenal are figuring. The reason why Foden is ahead is just because the system works. And if he does get kicked about a bit, there's other players who can come in and alleviate some of the pressure off Foden. Whereas with Saka, Greenwood, and even Hudson-Odoi, they're all in a system where they are key to that system. And that's where the problem is. Once you start kicking them, there isn't someone else or a leader that comes in and protects that player.
Declan Rice looks like he's just hurt himself a little bit.
I think RJ will be happy, won't he?
I think actually, the thing with Saka is it could be to do with people finding them out, but one of the other things is also that he's probably quite tired because he's played a lot.
Exhausted.
It's a combination, I think. It's a combination of a few things.
I don't think it's just necessarily Saka. Don't forget, we had very little turnaround between the end of last season and the start of this season. Greenwood went to international break. Saka went to international break. We started the season. We're playing every single weekend, every single weekday. The schedule this season is relentless. It's why we're seeing more muscle injuries. It's why players are looking tired. And for me, the best thing for these teams are probably to have their young players not go to a Euros. If I'm Ollie, I'm going, Mason, please don't actually hit into any good form at the moment because you need to stay here. And if I'm Ollie, it's like, oh, Rashford, we booked you in for surgery the day before the Euros. I'm so sorry, Gareth Southgate, go fuck yourself. But obviously, me as an Englishman, I wouldn't want to see that. But I also understand that these players have been relentless for so long, just to give us entertainment during lockdown. I mean, that's the thing. Like, they're doing stuff that benefits all of us, because what on earth would we be talking about and doing if it weren't for football? I'd probably be there like, hi, I've already looked at the paint dry there, and now I'm bored.
Literally, I've decorated. I've got nothing to do now.
Yeah, exactly. I painted my room and all of that, and very similar to that. So a big up to all the players and these young players. They'll come good. And if you're gonna slag off a young player, go fuck yourself. Especially a player like Saka, who has carried an entire football club on his shoulders.
I'm not saying people have. I'm just saying, like,
they have. Like,
it's tragic, to be honest.
It's called social media. It's why I don't.
That's why I'm saying, like, look, with these youngsters, look, they will get found out because And the thing is, because they've lack experience, they don't know how to deal with it just yet. Because don't forget, like even Greenwood, he's had like two seasons coming into a third. Saka's had about a half a season last season, and then obviously this is his first proper.
He's in his second season, Greenwood.
This is his first like proper season.
Yeah, this is his first one because Ollie, he wasn't him playing at the start of last season. He was he was around the team, but he was sort of like on the bench being fed Europa League games, which is exactly how you do it. I'm not moaning at Ollie for doing that. But what I'm saying
have to give these guys time to figure, because firstly they've got to figure themselves out. Then they've got to figure out the Premier League, which I think they have done. But then when they become the targets, that's where your experienced players will do better. Like Pepe is used to it. So that's why, when you see him get kicked about a few times, he'll still keep going. Saka's going to learn that because he's got players, I think, above him that will teach him. Like Williams will be a very good tutor to him. Whether you like him as a player or not, I do think he has got that experience that he can pass on.
Very similar with Cavani. And I hear, and this is why I know that the likes of the football terrorists don't really use their brain. Because they bemoan Ollie having a new contract when, in actual fact, Ollie he's got a process, and I know Terry speaks out about how Ollie's reached his ceiling. You don't possibly know that. Has Ollie ever been given a team to actually do anything with? Well,
because I think they're about, give or take. I don't know them. I don't watch them week in, week out. I watch enough of United, and I think they're about 3, maybe potentially 4 signings away from being a very competitive team and closing the gap on City.
I just think I think it's he just makes me laugh because he's just so reactive. It is quite funny. I guess it's whatever's sort of popular at the time. If Ollie out's popular,
that's what it is, and it's just everything's a trend.
You do the Ollie out and all of that, because I actually think my personal view is if you give it a few. Well, if you give Ollie a team that he can actually do something with, then he'll actually probably surprise you lot.
Yeah,
that's my idea of Arteta. Like, and I know people may not like that view, but I genuinely do think since he's found this 4-2-3-1 system, we've been very good. We've been unfortunate with results. Some are our own doing, and some are just, like it's one of those games where you try, but nothing goes your way, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I think if we can get those, the question before, if we get those players in the summer, I really do think we'll push on.
Yeah. And I want to say a massive positive of today is we didn't make an individual error that led to a goal. Like that. I know it may seem like, such a nothing thing, but considering how much we do it means a lot, especially against Tottenham, because they are one of the most punishing teams in world football, because look at their attackers, man. Even today, I know he's not the best player, or neither of them are. Lucas Moura was excellent, and Lamela can punish you because fuck me, what a goal! I'm just happy with it all, to be honest. And we move on to Olympiacos and West Ham.
Yeah, and we will have match reaction from the Olympiacos game here. Hopefully, for Arsenal's sake, they'll not completely bottle the second leg. All should be good there.
We'll be back. Start that game.
We'll get into that one later. But tomorrow we'll be back after the United game with match reaction there. We'll be back tomorrow with the weekly review show. That's going to be absolutely banging. The Liverpool boys won't be there because them lot are playing at 8 o'clock. So it will probably be, hopefully, the Arsenal lot, some of the United lot, maybe.
Yeah.
If not, it will just be Arsenal weekly review show, and they will just absolutely destroy every team sort of stood in front of them. But as I said, please like the video, subscribe to the channel with notifications on. Check out our new Discord server in the description. Make sure that you are on that. I'll be posting like news if there's like specific news targeted at a specific club. I'll be posting it in there because I'm going to try and make more videos. So we are approaching that sort of season where Ollie's going to get a new contract, probably signings are going to start to happen. So what I'll be doing is I'll be posting news, and then I'll be saying I'm going live with this, and then you can come in We're also going to be opening the StreamYard lines so that people can come and have there and say when it's them sort of stories. So lots of exciting plans, lots of new things. As I said, the new Twitter page coming. It's all looking up, and that's just from basically a bunch of regulars who are on the Football Addiction who are looking for a new home. So we've decided to we found a new home, and we're going to fly with it.
Yeah,
but as I said, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. As I said, we're back here after the United game. But Luke, where can they find you, bro?
I gotta get this right this time. Yeah, they can find me there at Luke AFC.
Absolutely, and Sauls.
You can find me on Gunnar Souls. Oh, this camera thing is trippy. Yeah, Gunnar Souls or at Leicester Bay Footy. There's a lot of content coming out, Arsenal and just football in general related. I watch a lot of football, so you can expect different varieties of teams being mentioned. I follow a lot of the Premier League, so there will be more content coming as I've got more time, as uni assignments are getting slowly filtered and handed in. So there's a lot to look forward to.
Yeah, and you can always normally find Sauls hanging around here somewhere. He's normally on the videos. Big up to everyone that watches, all the regulars as well. Apart from the ones that touch dogs, that's the inappropriate. I don't big up them,
boy.
Especially after what they did for 2 minutes whilst I was getting a beer yesterday.
Oh my God.
But also, I want to say a huge thanks to everyone that watched that stream yesterday. A massive 232 views on that, which is absolutely insane. That is by far our most viewed video out of everything. After that is a United show, believe it or not. It was RJ's first one that he hosted. But they've lost the battle of the ratings this week because it was the Liverpool show that got the ratings this week. So there was no Gunnar show. We are going to hopefully do that some point during the week, early next week. Probably going to try and move the day. I don't know. Probably I'll talk to the Arsenal boys and find out when they're available. But Fridays are just so packed full of like shows. It's like it'll be easier to move one.
It's especially hard when we play in midweek as well.
Oh yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. But yeah, as I said, thank you for watching, and we'll be back here after the United game.